hype is here. Here we go again. Another round. Kendra, what's going on?
Oh my goodness. It's just Tailgate week has arrived. We are in the mix and thick of it. And I'm really, really excited for our next conversation, our next guest.
Oh, I can't wait. I tell you what. And I tell you what, he has one of the creative names ever, right? I mean, seriously, his name is just, ooh. But I got to tell you, it's all about time management. I mean, this guy we're bringing on here, if you need time management, this is the man right here. You ready for him?
I am.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, the one, the only. Adam, can I say it again? Adam Day is in the house.
Yes.
We're back, baby. That wasn't just a rebound.
What's up, brother? That was good, man. You know what? Audition. Two takes, Kendra. He's ready to go, man, to Hollywood.
Let's go.
Long enough to get the technology straightened away, so I'm not sure why I'm leading a tech company right now, but we're on. We're good.
We're good. We're great.
I love it, Adam. So I tell everybody out there who you are, Timerack, a little bit like that, and then we'll deep dive into all the good stuff.
Yeah, so I'm Adam Day. I'm president of Timerack. We are a time and attendance company built for staffing. We live, breathe, eat staffing, and we have some exciting things coming down the way. We offer the full gamut from integrations with your ATSs, the most popular ones out there, plus anyone else that's willing to come along, biometrics, devices on the wall, mobile, web timesheet. We've got you covered. So our goal is to help you automate, find that efficiency, and recapture some of those tight margins you all are dealing with in the market today, and do more with less. So we're glad to be here.
I love it. Before we even jump into it, let's give it a shout out to our sponsor here, Advanced Partners. They put the FUN, fun, in funding. If you need funding, you need to call Advanced Partners. You like that, Adam? You know what? I should start doing that all the time for like Geico or something, you know?
Yeah, I do like that. That sounded like a Jeremy thing. So that was pretty good. So.
Oh. Oh, that's great. So I tell you what, Adam, so we got Staffing World coming up in 1 week here. I mean, you guys have been, I don't know how many Staffing Worlds you've been to as an exhibitor, but you're going to be an exhibitor at this one. What, I got to ask you, so what made you jump aboard again, man? I'm telling you the hype of Staffing World. What makes you so excited about it?
Staffing World is kind of the culmination and the largest event for us, and been the most productive over the last several years. So this is fourth one, I believe, since we participated, third one actually. So we've grown each time. What we've seen has been the first year, none of our stuff showed up. It was the one in Denver, and that was our first foray into Staffing World. So that was nice, with just a little white placard on the back side. And,
I remember that. That's right.
I do too, Adam. That was tough, man.
Yeah, it was brutal. But then we got back, we did it again, and that one became, it was funny. 2 years ago, it was people were coming by saying, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing? I've got this client that needs X," and we'd help them out. We built great relationships with several of the ATS partners out there. I'm not going to promote anyone in particular here, but last year we went a little bit bigger. We had a great booth. That same booth is coming back, and we even have a magician there. You all know David Harris. He's going to be there striking things up. So we're excited to have him. But what we saw last year was really a shift from I have this client that needs X to how do I move my whole solution set to one platform? Because they have various vendors out there. So it's been really a productive event, and probably the most productive event we attend annually. So we're excited to get back. Nashville is a fantastic town.
It is.
Lost in the Opryland Gaylord for months, so I'll probably be late to most of the events there as well. But I love getting to Nashville, so it's great.
It's going to be so much fun. And I got to ask you, Adam, so at the end of the day, I mean, you know, you got the magician coming. So right off quick, is the magician going to be there every day? Is there a certain day so people should come to your booth to check this out?
He will be there both Wednesday and Thursday.
Wow.
Very cool.
You know what? I need to check that out. We're booth 1218, and I will check that back, but I believe he's going to be there both days. If not Wednesday, for sure.
Hey, Kendra, a magician? Come on now. Who doesn't love a magician?
You listen, between the magician and the puppies, you're all going to have to try to come find me.
A lot of excitement to take in. So we're used to trying to do magic here for clients, and we figured we'd bring some of that fun to the show this year. So A lot of cool stuff we're working on that we'll be demoing for the first time at Staffing World. So excited to talk a little bit about that at the right time. So
I tell you what, let's talk a little about that now. I want to see, like, can you give us a just, because since last year, I you talked about geofencing, all that good stuff, because especially being in light industrial, that time management, time cards, all that stuff is so vital. You could lose money if you're just doing the old paper time cards. I mean, can you break it down in the last year? Because, I haven't kept up on this. I'm sure, Kendra, we'd like to learn a little bit more about what you guys are doing now to make it innovative.
Yeah, sure. So we've taken a very boring old industry and tried to make it sexy again. So we are, from a staffing perspective, we've got our next generation version coming out Q1, probably Q2. We'll have some betas on, but we'll be showing it at Staffing World, and we're implementing pay versus bill rules in the time card. So we do pay bill right now, but we're also putting in rules that you can run the way you calculate your client's time completely different than the way you run your agency's time. So if you're paying your employees to the minute, but your clients want to be billed to the quarter hour, you can do those both in one time card, easy peasy automated. Putting in pay bill periods. So if your pay period is Monday to Sunday, your client wants to be billed Wednesday to Tuesday, you'll be able to calculate that and generate reports natively out of the system and track that accurately.
Wow. That's going to save a lot of time too.
Fun. It's huge. We're also looking at doing third-party implementations where you may not be able to control who your employees, from a client's perspective, they want all employees on their system. So you have to just take a data feed back from that third party into directly into your ATS. We're setting it up so that we can pull that data into our system. We have your ATS assignment data. We merge those two, and we could tell you any variances. Maybe they gave an employee an increase and they didn't tell you from an assignment basis, or vice versa. So there's going to be reconciliation we're putting in to help ease the pressure, so that once it gets to back office, it's taken care of. So our goal overall is to kind of fit that middle office space. Take all your data from the front office, run compliance, run the time, get it prepped, and then send it off to back office. If you have VMS issues with reconciliation,
you said
I'm not going to say too much, but I talk to us. Huh?
I said you said if.
When?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, I don't want to assume too much, but I will say that whenever we mention this VMS reconciliation component we're building, eyes pop open, jaws drop, and we're really excited to get that out. That's probably going to be Q2, but we're looking for people to help guide the way now and give us feedback. So
that's fantastic. You'll see me at the booth. You will see me at booth 1218 because I have some questions, and I know our clients over at Advance will be more than thrilled to hear this is happening.
Yeah, because we all know that billing process is fraught with issues where the responsibility falls on the agency to make sure it was calculated correctly, and then you got to potentially ask for an adjustment within a window that's pretty tight. It's crazy. Yeah. So what if we would be able to tell you that once you take that file, you import it into our system, and instantly we'll tell you everything wrong with the file, and then give you a bank rec essentially to send back, because Tommy, Richard, Kendra, all have the adjustments. The VMS systems don't particularly say, oh, thank you, Richard, for sending over this list of exceptions. We'll get them all back to you at the same stage. So you might get onesie twosies as they're working through a manual process.
Yeah.
We'll give you a minute to check off as you've been adjusted.
My goodness.
I mean, that's going to be a game changer, because we know that's a nightmare. That's a total nightmare. I'm going to say right now, that's a freaking nightmare. Going back and forth and adjusting stuff. Anytime you have to adjust something, it takes forever. Am I right, Adam?
Yeah.
And you don't have forever.
It's the soft part that people don't realize it. Yeah. You don't have it. You can't scale your agency if you have to put more headcount, because only an FTE can do so many hours in a week. So this is our goal, is to basically place an employee in your agency who doesn't get sick, can scale unlimited, and does everything the same way each time, and give you that efficiency and that margin capture back. So
man,
that's fantastic.
Look at this. Look who's shouting out. Look at this. Good old Joe. He's in the house everywhere, man.
Love it.
Mr. LinkedIn. Thank you for the support, Joe. And Adam. Of course. Everybody knows Joel, right, Adam?
I cannot put that name with it, but apparently so. So
you will now.
Yeah. Joel, you better connect with Adam if he doesn't know you. It's always great. I got to ask you, Adam. So out on the streets there, you see a lot of stuff with time management. What are you seeing out there that a lot of staffing firms are maybe are having trouble with right now, a downfall that you can come in and help out? I mean, is there anything that you can pinpoint right now?
It's the automation. It's that turnaround time to get to payroll is very short. If your pay period ends that Friday and it's getting out, it's the same old issue of speed to market, speed to get accurate billing. So paper processes, automation, approvals, where we're really filling that gap is expediting that so that truly should be coming, if the work is done in the prior week, approvals and edits should be very concise, and payroll is easily done Tuesday, Monday if you need it. So it's really that automation piece. We fill the gap. The difference we really bring to the agency is we know staffing. So all of our time is based on assignments or placements. So we know your pay rate, your bill rate, your integration. So if you're on one of our integration partners, there's no double entry. It just goes back and forth. Depending on the integration, it may be API back or it may be a download file like all other systems and imported. So our goal is to be that extended part of your organization to help you automate that process.
And the cell phone's a big thing now. I know we talked about that last year. I mean, you could have the app where you can see where people are at. Because trust me, when you have 150 people going to say a warehouse or an Amazon and they're wandering off, you don't know if they're leaving or whatever. This is where you can come in and really say, hey, I was at work. I didn't log in. Yeah, you did. You weren't even there, dude.
Yeah, we capture the geofence and we know if you're in it. We can tell if you're out of it. We'll throw an alert if you're outside of it. We're adding the option to prevent a punch if they're not in an approved zone. We're looking at time for people that move different sites and assignments, trying to pick up the geolocation and attaching it to the appropriate assignment so the employee doesn't have to do anything, just select that I'm at location X and put that into their flight plan, if you will. Adding time card entry to mobile this year to get those worksheets, start end times entered in. There's also going to be a new segment we can capture from usage. So we do the punches now, but we'll be able to do timesheets and still capture pictures with it. So if you want that non-biometric, but when I punch, capture a photo of me to make sure it's really me and a geofence, you're pretty tied down quite easily. Offered in Spanish and English. We'll be adding other languages as necessary. The one other thing with our next gen, the entire platform is multilingual. So end-to-end, the solution be in Spanish, English, and then other languages we add in the future.
My goodness, Adam, you all have been busy, and it's very clear to me, even talking with clients on the advanced side, it's very clear to me that you are really hearing what the industry wants, hearing from your clients and allowing that to drive your innovation. But internally, how are you fostering that culture, right? Like that culture of innovation and just continuous improvement for Timerack?
It comes from my background. So one of the things I've done is I've walked in their shoes. So from an agency's perspective, I owned a payroll service bureau 10 years ago and was frustrated by the same things. I didn't have software that listened to me or did things the way they wanted. And so my passion has been fixing those solutions, walking in their shoes, fixing and listening. If I can build a rocket ship and you don't need a rocket ship, I don't want to build a rocket ship. So we're doing it. And I think the culture of everybody being involved, engaged, has really helped foster that. So I sit on the support queue every now and then and watch tickets come through and reply or talk to customers. I'm on the sales teams, and it's the engagement level that we're all one team. There's nobody, there's a particular hierarchy only so that they don't have to deal with the trash down low. I get to deal with the difficult stuff, but we're all one team.
Yeah.
And that does become infectious across the organization, which is very important to us.
Absolutely.
Everybody's one. And okay, so on a side note, look at this. Joel's saying he's disappointed in Adam that you don't know who he is.
No pressure, Adam.
It's TV pressure. I'm
Hey, Joel, get a time card, and Adam can track you down. Get a time card, man.
Yeah. He's probably going to say, I am a customer. I'm like, oh my God. So maybe a brain lapse. Who knows? So
it's all
we
good.
will definitely connect, Joel. Yeah.
I love it. So before we wrap things up, any other things you want to talk about? Any other like little burst final thoughts here, before we get to staffing world?
It's a fun industry, and we have decided to go completely verticalized into staffing. So what our goal is to listen, as you just brought up, Kendra, what are your struggles? I don't even care if they're time related particularly, but if there's a gap in connecting the pieces together, how can we help? We have the platform now coming out. Once we have that out, it's unlimited. So the cool thing we built with our mindset, which has caused us to delay releasing it a little bit, is we built a platform for what we don't know. And that's very difficult to do because
that's incredible. Yeah.
You don't know, right?
Right.
So,
right.
Crystal ball.
It really came along the instance of staffing agencies walk in. I'm wanting to place 40 forklift drivers. I, as the sales rep, want to close that. It's when I go place those people or get through the contracts, then I find out all the rules. There's premiums, there's times, I need biometrics or whatever. And so I have to have various flavors of solutions to offer because they need automated time and attendance. I'm supporting various things because this system doesn't handle that. This one does, but this one doesn't. We want to remove all those factors so you can have one platform. And I literally do not care what the rule of the client is. As long as we have access to that data, we can get to it and build the rule without it being a huge customization for this one customer.
Sure.
So.
I love that. You know what, Kendra? I got to tell you what Adam does. He's sitting back and he's putting himself in the customer's shoes. And that is the most important thing ever. If you can do that, and I'll talk down and say, I'm the customer. How can I prevent this? And going forward, making it easy for you, man. That's what it's about, brother. Right there, man. You solved the problem, man.
Yeah. I was frustrated. So I decided to fix it or try to fix it. We can't fix all the problems. We can't make you happy at night personally. But from a business perspective, you should be in a pretty good spot.
Exactly.
So
less gray hair with Adam Day. That's all I have to say. Less stress.
Yeah, I do that. I just get less hair. That's why I have to have this light adjusted up here.
Get out of here. Hey, Kendra, I got to tell you, I think the magician's going to be Adam. You know that. I think he's going to do little magic tricks there. Or a comedian at least, right?
I can do little animals.
Yep.
Look at that. I mean, this is creative.
I'm a jack of all trades, a master of nothing. So there you go.
Likewise.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay, Adam, before we get out of here, we ask everybody, favorite country artist all time. Who's your favorite? You got somebody?
Favorite country artist?
Yeah, country music. Yeah, we're in Nashville. We got
well, that makes sense, but you paused after country and then you said artist. I'm like, well, that's strange. So I have to go down the road for my family, my spouse, of Kenny Chesney.
Whoa, yes. So, you know it.
She's we will travel wherever because she wants to see him there. And so I've gotten pretty used to it. But I was not a country fan about 6 or 8 years ago, and I've been converted just because of how much was thrown at me during it. So we love.
Well, I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like a Kenny Chesney tailgate. You know that, right?
Oh, no, absolutely. That's a party and just a fun.
Adding it to my bucket list. I have not done this.
No shoes, no shirt, no problem. There's the motto right there for Timerack. No shoes, no shirt, no problem.
Who lives like we do? We do. So that's what we do.
I love it so much. Okay, so the last thing, on 3, we're going to do a little yeehaw. You know that, Adam. We got to do something, man, for Nashville. So you ready to give me the country yeehaw, all 3 of us?
I think I can do that.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah! There it is. Adam Day from Timerack. Hey, Adam, thank you so much for taking some time. Joe will be waiting for your email very shortly. But hey, I'll definitely see you in Nashville, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Cheers.
Wow, what a show. What do you think?
Yeah,
Adam
man.
Day, I got to tell you, he is so much fun, isn't he? And you know what I love about him? He's so genuine and authentic. That's one guy that's real for the industry. And I love that.
He so true. I'm excited to actually get some time live with him in Nashville with everyone. But it sounds like they have so many exciting announcements, and I definitely have some questions about this VMS.
Every year, I've had him on 2 times. There's always cutting edge stuff. I mean, every year he's thinking above and beyond. And that's what I love. You know, it's not like they're just sitting on that. Every year they're trying to innovate with the industry as we change. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, Kendra. Well, that's it. Another wrap with Timerack. So you ready for the next one? I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, let's do it.
All right. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Take care.